as well. We're going to get going here with the pistol round. Team Liquid starting on the CT side. And last time these teams played, it was actually the CT side of Team Liquid that got the better of NIP. So we'll see if that still reigns true.
We're going to be jumping into this one, actually boosting into this one. I can see Liquid are setting something up over on the other side of the map, but at the moment a brawl going on. Stewie, here we go. We talked about the boost and precision. Finds the head of Rez very quickly, and that is going to be the head of the Snake. One of their best performers, in fact, their best performer on Mirage. Already taken out.
Quick rotation, though, from Liquid with that aggressive long push. Liquor will have heard that, though. He's tucked in under underpass, so this is not going to be a surprise for Get Right or Forest playing around Monster.
Oh, that's a really nice flash from Get Right. We'll keep them at bay. Lekro, he's taking his time with this one. Their CT eyes are drawn elsewhere. He has to make good use of this. He tagged up one. It is going to be converted, and now NIP fill the kill feed with frags down to a 2v2. Time not on their side, and neither is Nitro. Great connection onto Forest. Defuse coming in. They do have a kit. Lekro's not going to check it in time. He's covered by Stewie and Liquid. Fantastic recovery. Yes, they drew first blood. It was Stewie. Fantastic work on that boost, but it was actually made very, very reasonable by NIP with some nice afterplant positions.
Yeah, very well done indeed. But yeah, Nitro and Stewie being able to stay alive as the initial bomb defenders on that B site. Closing it out for Liquid. I actually thought, yeah, NIP would have had that. As soon as they basically kill off the entire rotation as well, coming in from Liquid through Monster, you have some room to play with. Again, they didn't get out in time. That's pretty much what, well, was their demise, but they definitely had an opportunity to get off to a solid start there. We're going to have a bit of a technical difficulty.
Okay, so
seems
we're
like
going to
Draken has vacated the server.
He's just going to go ahead and warm up his hands. He had cold hands for that first round, but I'm joking, of course. I have no idea, and Get Right's just in making sure that the graphic looks good from his POV. Yeah, the box looks nice. Yeah, I like this corner.
Everything's
looks
tidy.
Good.
Yeah, Draken actually had a really good first match as well.
For 20 frags.
Yeah, 20 frags. He was the second highest fragger on the side of NIP. Rez, I guess not surprisingly anymore, topping the charts for NIP. But it's good to see Draken is like immediately able to have impact. We talked about it being a little bit of a quiet 20, but again, you take 20 regardless of how it comes.
And it was with the AWP in his hands as well. Not necessarily all the time. We did see a lot of flexibility. Lekro willing to take it as well.
Yeah.
But comfortable, especially on that CT side. Expect to see the Zoom banger in the young Swede's hands.
Yes.
It looks like we're back in business, as is Draken. I'm sure we'll be commencing any time now.
Yeah, here's a bit of a difference from what we saw in the first game as well. Obviously, they started CT side on Mirage versus Face, and when they lost the pistol there, they decided to force up. We saw Get Right buying a scout. We saw ZZ armors on Rez, Deagles on the rest of the guys. This time, bit more of a moderate approach. Actually, no real investment at all. I say no real investment.
Yeah, be careful.
Deagles, yeah, and that can definitely do some damage. But no armor or anything of the sort outside of the one on Force, which is light kept. He's still in a prime position to weapon for the third round.
And second round FAMAS, 2 of them alongside those SMGs. We'll see what Elige can do with his as he's charging straight towards Playground. He has support as well up on Party. Look at this.
Oh, it's such a good play as
so
well.
quick. I don't think they're checking this. They are absolutely pants around their ankles if Elige pushes around that corner. At the moment, though, playing the waiting game.
Yeah. If Nitro gets contact with either Rez or Forest here, that's going to spring Elige into action.
So quick. I can't quite comprehend it. And Rez.
Okay, then.
Woo, he makes that deagle work. $700 well spent. Now Naf fires off a warning shot, but it's Elige you want to keep your eyes on. He's creeping, he's crawling, and likely to frag. No one from NIP is expecting this. He was in Playground at 1 minute 38, and he's got 1, 2, and 3. Lines them up, knocks them down. Just let Crow and Get Right with their deagles. Rez showed them how it's done, but unlikely that they'll do much more. Just Get Right now, late to the party. Quite literally, actually, as he's venturing towards that direction.
See if he can get something done. Again, it's going to be interesting, not just for the players, but for us, spectators at home as well, to see how this new economy system is going to work out for a lot of the team. How vital it's going to be to whittle down the economy of, your opponents at any given point of the time. Now, obviously, like Nip would have liked to have, 2 more kills in that round as they're going into a buy round, but still looking pretty decent, as you said, because of Liquid buying up with FAMASs early on. They're not really in a position to get those Colts or Augs.
So much money for Elige, though. This is $600 just popping into his pocket with that MP9, and he's quite happy to... what did he take, actually? What did he bring into this round? He does upgrade to the AUG.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a sensible way of going about it.
Return to its original price, worth mentioning. This was, I mean, this was a lot of people's speculation that it would be back to 3,400.
No, 33.
33?
If I'm not mistaken.
Almost certain.
Oh yeah, no, the new price. Yeah, the new old price, I guess. Yes.
New old.
A lot of changes happening with the money and weapons and everything, really.
Honestly, I don't even know my birthday, so numbers just not my cup of tea. But frags are, and Nitro looks like he's brewing a batch right now, looking towards toilets, and already Lecro, he's going to have his teammate taken from him. Flash did go out though, as did some damage. You can see Elige, he's working with very little now. 17 points of health.
It's very far pushed forward as well for how low HP he is.
There's not really a safe way out. As soon as he makes a step, he could be challenged, but no. Scarpa's away, uncontested. Keep your eyes on that bomb in the hands of Get Right currently.
The issue for Liquid right now is that because they gave up restroom control so early, they don't really have a read on where the rest of the NIP team is.
Angles adopted, 2 from long. This looks so painful. NIP can pinch, and they can pinch hard. Playground all over again, and now Lecro finds one. Leash down, they start to flood. Another caught through the smoke. It was Nitro, and they just haven't got a chance. Rez over the box finds one, all on Naf. He's gone, and now Stewie miles away. And you can see the indecision.
That was a great take from NIP, and I mean they take the initial risk of actually getting in towards restrooms and taking over balloons and whatnot without expending too much utility, because you see how much they actually have to spend once they get up towards that A bomb site. You have a smoke wall over towards the truck, and behind that, in the one gap you have, there's a Molotov, right? There's nowhere for Liquid to go. As you said, they just get pinched into a tiny little corner. It's so easy for NIP to punish that. And this is kind of, I guess, reminiscent of what we saw in Mirage as well. Like, they know how to utilize their utility in a very efficient manner.
You can see how things started for Elige. This is where he lost his health. It was a duel right at the start with Forest.
And you can see they're just like pre-firing, or not even pre-firing, they're just going into angles that they know are the only openings behind the smoke to go.
I mean, if you had options, if you were reviewing your options, then it would be, okay, he's going to be Optimus, he's going to be Bit. You spray both of them, one of them you can see, no worries. It's the CT's contained one way or the other. And so just a Desert Eagle for Twists and Stewie.
Getting right back into it. Got right with an early frag onto Twists.
Oh, that nade hurt.
Hurt real bad as well.
Nearly 100 points of damage done.
You take that if you're NIP. You know you're going up against pistols at this stage. The shots being rattled off. Just taking their time. Liquid are actually one of the teams who had a very set way of dealing with basically eco rounds, or their anti-ecos, which is just heavy pressure towards long with a big group. Usually 3 people just pushing up early to get control over that and eventually take restrooms. NIP choosing a bit more of a, I guess, a standard approach, spreading out, get right towards the short area initially. He has backed off out towards Monster. But seemingly no rush for the Swedes here to close out this round, and can't really blame them.
Timing is everything. Stewie, a second earlier, he's dead, but now Rez back turned. We know Rez has got this premonition, tends to check his back often.
Yeah. As
we saw on Mirage, but now
Nitro, sole defender for the time being.
Ooh, drive-by. Get Right's got the site, and the Ninjas will close this round out likely incredibly comfortably. Any kill is a bonus here, let's not forget that. It does get some damage off to Rez, but that is all.
That's actually one of the things NIP did extremely well versus FaZe, keeping players alive when they were winning rounds. Again, we never saw that potential reset to a winning team come in that big of effect, because when NIP finally lost rounds, they were sitting on, 10K plus on all 5 members.
So Liquid losing this round, predictable. The fact that they didn't manage to take anyone out of NIP, that's where this money starts to build. This is where it starts to swell, and they can start to get very comfortable, even in the face of some adversity later in the half.
Yeah. Now, we're going to see buy-in from Liquid coming up in this next round, but again, they're going to be limited on utility. It leaves down to 1,800. And Nav sitting at 4.4, so he might even opt to go for the op himself. There's a chance.
Thought it was going to be tested there, but no, safe and sound, and no frags for him just yet. So, it's time to see some weapons. Are we going to be getting that AWP out? Let's not forget Liquid don't necessarily have that dedicated AWP. This is great from Get Right. What a way to start the anti-eco, just bopping them with nades and drive-bys.
Nice to see Get Right also getting into the action early. For the longest time, he's been the most quiet member on the side of NIP. Again, as your career progresses, you take on different roles, you do different things. You're not necessarily always the guy playing the same kind of role the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Get Right and I have Rez on my team, I realize that my role is already changing.
Yeah.
Ooh, Naf caught through the wall. That could be problematic.
Very, very problematic.
Rez ensures it. What was that? Naf, head gone. Numbers favoring NIP.
actually opted to drop off that AWP to Nitro. He's holding long by his lonesome. Nobody from NIP really over towards that area. Liquid, they've opted with 2 players here. Forrest is kind of bouncing about here with Draken. Lecro's also going to join him from underpass, but Leech might be actually up for a couple of frags here if he finds the timing. Seems like Draken's holding a really passive position just to make sure that the back of Forrest is covered for the time being.
They're using all the time they've been given.
Yeah. And you can tell, like, even though, like, it seems like communication is very on point. The second Draken leaves, he's clearly given the information that there's a possibility somebody could have pushed up for long. Yeah. Make sure Forrest covers his back. So there's no surprises, but that's a bit of an unexpected present. Nitro finds Lecro in restrooms. That's going to allow for Leech to push as well, but the rest of the NIP squad, they're headed towards B. And
Elige's push is in perfect sync with NIP charging. That's so much info that NIP have just completely made redundant. Great, yeah, you know Playground's clear, but we're on the site. Flambomb not going to be going down. Stewie snaps onto Forrest. A quick one, now looking to get more. Looking to double up, he has support as well. Don't forget that, there's 3 now, casting their eyes on the site. Get Right can't win that duel because from behind he strikes. Elige, that information may have been irrelevant, but his frags certainly are not. We have a round, and we have a game. Liquid find the 3rd on the first buy.
That was really well done. Stewie just didn't even have to be a smoke warrior this time around. It didn't have to be the criminal. Perfectly fine standing behind it to find some heads. That puts a ton of pressure on NIP. And, you know, on the flip side of the coin, that just allows for Team Liquid to wait for Elige as well.
Right.
Sets everything up really nicely. And yeah, as you said, like, even though the information gained not really going to do a whole lot for Elige or Liquid in that scenario, I mean, it still plays a big part once he's able to get into position.
We talked about the AWP as well, who would be picking it up. Nitro, most commonly known to be picking it up on, especially on that CT side for Team Liquid. So capable with the rifle as well. Let's see how this one shapes up. Still AWPs on both sides. We'll see if Draken's going to choose to challenge Nitro. And whether or not there can be some aggression. I mean, the smokes indicate it. The flash might force him back into toilets, and I think it does.
And I think that...
oh, that's an angle. Not going to connect. Did have a shot towards Rez though, and Rez thanking his lucky stars, a couple of bullets to suppress.
And I like what Liquid are doing. Very often they'll use a Molotov early on to put that down in towards the T-pit area. So you have to have a really good spawn on the T side in order to make it through to Playground before getting spotted.
Right.
And Rez almost getting the jump on them. Could have been a quick kill in his favor. Instead, it's going to be Stewie to find the opening. That's on Lecro. And Nitro, once again, chiming in with that op.
See just how separated NIP have been, courtesy of Liquid CT side. It's just one after the other. No trades even remotely possible. And now they have to work up a mountain. Draken, Get Right, and Rez. 3 versus 5. They have time, they have the bomb. And they even have nades. It's so hard to force someone like Nitro off that position.
It really is.
You've got so much covered with just the one weapon. They can leave him alone. They have.
You kind of need to have like a flash from Draken. This is the problem with the Opera having so much utility, right?
Look at this patience. From hyper-aggression to patience of a saint. Elige, he just stands vigilant. He's going to catch him. Draken didn't stand a chance. He knows there's another nearby. The call made. And now the hunt begins. Just Get Right and Rez remain. The round over.
Yeah, they've even smoked off Rez. That doesn't actually stop him from finding Nav.
Oh dear, maybe I should eat my words, because Get Right, he's got the fork out. He's not done. He is now.
They make it exciting though. Do put a bit of hope into everyone watching. But yeah, again, the patient play from Elige there being crucial in the end. Liquid, they bounce back. 2 rounds in a row now.
It does look scary, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to take its toll on NIP's economy as well. And again, it's been a lot of clean rounds in that sense. Even though they pick up 2 here, that you do have that magic number still of 3 surviving on the side of Liquid.
Yeah. It's going to start to accumulate and accumulate fast.
We'll see what NIP have in store. Again, pretty modest investment. P250 on Lecro and flash smoke on the side of Get Right. We'll see where they decide to take it. This could just be like a dive towards B with smoke on site. I mean, hope that the flash is just going to somehow catch 2 out of the 3 B defenders for Liquid or something to that effect.
They fell victim to, you know, rounds like this from FaZe Clan on Mirage. The bomb was going down. I mean, this is pretty much all you have. Mission Impossible, sure. No Tom Cruise necessary, but trying to get that bomb down is pretty much all they're setting their sights on. Maybe even taking a couple of those weapons away. Highly unlikely, especially on a map like Overpass, and that hurts. Elige dunks some nitros there with the follow-up.
Well, so much for that.
And round over. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's possible. Get the bomb down. No. Elige has other plans, and he spends that $300 incredibly wisely, as this one will be wrapping up now. Draken, the final for the conclusion. He's gone. Naf with the Org. Perfect for a fight like that. That scope makes things oh so easy, and Liquid making it look just that. 5-2 now. NIP, they couldn't do it with weapons. They certainly couldn't do it with pistols, and now they're going to have another shot at it.
Yeah. Only worrying thing about the buy on the side of NIP is the fact they don't have too many Molotovs. We just know how crucial that can be on either of the bombs that you try to attack in terms of just limiting the amount of angles you have to clear out. Oof. That's right down the trousers.
I mean, that's exactly what you want to do, right? Nitro makes the call, it's an eco, and those HEs go straight into the pockets of the Swedes. He's been trying this a lot. Nitro, he can hold playground, and he can anticipate, I assume, a jump spot, a boost on the fountain, perhaps?
Yeah, I think it's this one.
This
the
is
slide
exactly
boost.
what he's trying to look at.
Yeah. So more and more teams do that. The second they get smoked off the initial angle.
It's quote-unquote free information, not when you're playing against Nitro.
We've seen that. And teams adapt to that kind of stuff really quick. I mean, for the longest time, you had that B wall pretty much, that you'd constantly jump over from sandbags to get any sort of vision down in towards water, and eventually people just started one-shotting anyone who did that.
Yeah, no longer is that boost a guarantee. Far from it, in fact, as the nades continue to connect. Forest this time down to 43, and Elige, he's repositioned. He's not far from where he once was. And he has the crossfire set up with Nitro. The flash does try and force him up, but he's quick to readjust. He gets it through the wall! Forest was behind the wall. Get right. His positioning alone causes Forest to lose his life. They've lost the round. That's 6. But Nitro, he's happy with that little bonus. Draken stops it from being a clean-cut round, but probably not far off. Nitro, he's low, but he's holding the angle, and whistles past the ear. That's Draken.
Bomb down as well, so Draken is going to have to dive into that pot of unpleasantness.
This is me when I've got loads of nades and I don't want people to judge me. Just quickly get rid of them.
Yep.
Oh, that's left you to push, and Twist is ready for it. That's the 6th for Team Liquid. And their CT side, I mean, how many people have they lost in these last, 3 rounds?
It's not a whole lot.
3 total?
Yeah, 3 total, actually.
3 in 3 rounds.
Yeah.
They are building a bank.
Yeah, you talked about it. It's going to swell up fast. Right now, we're seeing Nitro, who's the Opper, sitting at 7.5. Oh, Stewie, 6.5. Naf, 6K. Twist, pretty much on 7K as well. Elige is the only one who's pretty much low on money, but that's,
that scope makes things
perfectly fine situation for Liquid to be in.
4 Deagles and a CZ. Careful after 2 of them. And Nitro,
A bit more aggressive.
yeah, he was considering some aggression against those pistols. Quickly changed his mind though, and now they travel as a pack.
This is smart as well, knowing that your op could quickly get punished if he misses that one shot. Have an AUG to back him up.
That's cool. It's the little things.
Exactly. And that's what makes these very good teams into great teams.
I mean, I know that's what you tell them.
Let's see, though, if NIP can do any sort of damage. Again, when we get into situations like this, it's interesting to see how the new economy is going to affect it once NIP get on the board, if they do.
Yeah, Liquid, I mean, at the moment, it doesn't look like NIP are going to be given much of a shot. A fantastic start, let's not forget. A great round, a great take on towards that A site, but since then,
not a whole
crossfire.
lot.
I mean, yeah, Nitro Elige are holding toilets like a pillar. I mean, I don't think we've even seen too much of the B defense. It's Stewie and Twists given that responsibility primarily.
They haven't really been tasked with too much. They will get the opportunity now, though. As you see NIP setting up for, if you can even call it a B-take, a dry push.
That smoke, though, that's a supportive smoke. You can see where it came from. Stewie just stands in front of it.
Buys a lot of time as well. 30 seconds left on the clock. No rotations coming in from Liquid, though. They're still standing with 3 players over towards A. I
mean, he knows short's safe, right? He should have Twist to cover it, but no. They start to strike, and it's just a little off, a little disconnected, and they are on fire. Liquid 5 in a row. Very comfortable.
Very comfortable indeed. And for a team that doesn't have a dedicated offer, Nitro is doing an exceptional job so far.
I mean, do we start calling him an offer? I'm not ready to do that, but...
I'm not either. Until we can do it on both sides consistently, then yeah, you're just in a, I guess, situational offer in that sense.
It's sensible AWPing. I mean, it's so calculated. Every angle he's holding, he either has Elige holding his hand or it's a safe angle.
Exactly. He's like an angle grinder. That's what he is.
An angle grinder. I like it.
This time he's going to get a little bit more aggressive, testing his luck. flashes coming out from NIP, though, is going to...
Oh, Stewie down.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a gap now exposed in the B defense. A chink in Team Liquid's armor, and we'll see just how far NIP want to push this. Twist, he's trying to throw the smoke now, a supportive one. You can see they threw it 2 rounds in a row. It's really nice. Rewind the stream, watch that one again.
All right, Rez.
Now 4-3 versus 5. Naf's aggression on long will be met with connections onto Forest, but nothing in the kill feed.
That's a pretty big tell for
Oh,
NIP, though, as well. They know that it's maximum 2 people kill that he bombs it.
Elige! A double kill. Suddenly, this round is doable, and oh so more. Elige tasked now to hold the site single-handedly, and he has done so with pizzazz. 3 frags. The one man keeps the site safe. NIP still looking disconnected, and now Forest, he's got no health to work with. And Lecro,
Why not a 4th?
even less. On for the ace, just Forest left. 1 bullet will do. Elige is hungry for it. Forest catches Nitro, he gets it. An ace from Elige, comfortably holding that site safe. Stewie picked off early. Twist caught in transition, but it was all on Elige. Very comfortable. 16 frags to 4.
He's really showed up here.
What?
If he's not terrorizing the A-bomb site, he's terrorizing the B-bomb site.
Nitro's just said, hey man, I don't need you this time. Can you get your ass over towards that other site?
Yeah.
Look at that. 3 headshots with the AUG. He really has embraced this weapon. Even when it was, of course, cheaper and more popular over the Major, he was the one making it look deadly.
I think he was one of the first players who talked about that early as well, even before the changes. He really liked the weapon, and especially, when the change actually came through, he was just like, I'm using this, like, full stop.
He was using it when it cost the amount it costs now. I mean, that's...
Yeah, it's like him, Magisk, and MBK.
Yeah. Even flirted with the SG. He hasn't seen as much love as the AUG, especially since those were reverted. Now, let's keep your eyes on the prize. NIP, they've invested
reasonably.
Reasonably, down to 2K, and they start their charge. It is once again Stewie and Twist to be tested, but this time one has slipped the net. Get right, he's got one. Lecro finds another, this time with the Deagle. Now 3 versus 3. They have the sight, don't have the plant yet, but that molly doesn't land. That gives Elige a way in now from short. His teammates have the flexibility. It's just Draken and Lecro, no armor, just a P250. It's Lecro who has to be the hero.
Solid spot though with the smoke, but
that could be problematic. Lecro has to find both here. Puts the pressure on. He knows he's being pushed. The bullets aren't there. And Elige again looks dominant. An ace the round prior. 3 in this one. The man is on fire. 19 frags. The next highest is 9.
But I mean, if you look at the kill total,
are you trying to do quick maths here?
No, for everyone else, outside of Elige, it's not that far apart, right?
Okay,
on the
you
side
ready?
of no, I'm not doing that.
6 plus 4, 10,
Yes.
13, 18, 23. NIP as a team have, here we go, 4 more frags than Elige. Thank you. I'm here all week, ladies and
There you
gentlemen.
go. That's the math major, Alex Machine Richardson. For anyone who wants help with their homework.
Why would I ever
DM him
try
on
that?
Twitter.
That was ambitious.
You made it through, though.
Whew. Okay, sigh of relief. Nitro's doing his same old strat. He likes to play anti-flash and then just flick to try and catch the playground cross.
This time he doesn't have Naf, in this case, to hold his hand, so he's going to back off for time being. Actually, Elige is right around the neighborhood.
This could be brave from Naf. Oh, he's ahead of the flash. He turns, doesn't get the frag. Draken's quick, we know that. Demonstrates it now on towards long. There's another towards toilets. It's Nitro on that AWP.
He's going to get back up from Elige as well. Elige refuses to leave Nitro's
He's
side.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Every time we cut to him, he's where the T's are. He's been given so much freedom, and he is thriving. Now Nitro and Elige, they go wide on long together. Rez gone, Draken gone, down to 3 versus 4.
And again, like, this is very different from the one round we saw NIP being able to execute. This is so much more disruptive on the CT side of Liquid. Not allowing any sort of map control to be gained without having to use a lot of utility or just, dropping bodies.
This could go badly, though. Stewie's been given a whole lot of responsibility. They are on the rotate now. If NIP pull their socks up and get onto that site, it could be awkward.
Also, with the fact that they don't really have too much utility to retake.
Oh, but Stewie, he's holding it from a distance. They're flirting with the idea of a boost. There's 3 there now, made 2. Stewie, quick to trade. Now all on get right. 1 versus 3. 28 seconds to do it. They are all stacked up. Whether that makes it easier or harder, yet to be determined. They start the charge. There's no way. You just can't deal with that. A flood of CTs. He catches one through the smoke, but Nitro's there too. Wow. Liquid looks scary.
And look really, really scary.
And it's not just because their logo's on fire.
It does add to the intimidation factor,
It does.
though.
It certainly does. 10-2 I almost want to spend a round just watching Unleash, because the man is everywhere. 20 frags now.
It is uncanny, even for the small period of time where you think just like, oh, Nitro's in a forward position, he doesn't have backup. But because Naf is, you know, he's far pushed up on long. One pop flash could do him in. And then just as you say that, you see Leech just sneaking up in. It's like, don't worry, guys, I'm here. The backbone of Team Liquid for now.
And a point that I should have raised when we were talking about AWPs is that Stewie's on this roster. Stewie 2K, referred by many to be the best AWPer in North America, and he's not even an AWPer.
We have it. Leech, though, the best AUG player.
Now he's underpass, and now the bomb's loose. He's having a game right now, Ben.
I don't think there's not a whole lot you can do when players of this caliber just have their day. I mean, all you can do as a spectator is just kind of marvel at the fact.
I certainly am.
What do you do if you're NIP?
I mean, that's the bomb.
That's a bomb. And look at how spread out NIP are. Like, sure, GetRight's gotten water control.
But look at the support they're giving him.
Yeah.
The only person that can actually get that bomb is jump down the ladder.
Through the smoke?
Yeah, or you walk into Naf's crosshair. GetRight's the only one with the flexibility, but that's info. Oh, and he lines up the shot. It's not quite connecting. You just bring him down to 46. And now Elige. Look how much resources, how much time is invested into one man's frag and one man's position.
Is he going to be too caught up with it, though? Oh, no. As the Molotov ends, he's right back on it.
Pretty smart from NIP. They drop with the flashbang, but that's not stopping Elige. He is on a murder spree. 4 in the round, looking for the ace. Again. Yeah, you don't say that too often. Another Molotov, he's spraying, he wants it. Forrest, he takes it away. It'll only be a quad kill this round. And Nitro will wrap that one up.
Man, maybe they just have to think about replacing Leech.
I mean, that's just madness.
He is, like, it's not even an exaggeration. He is everywhere.
We have seen him save the B-bomb site, save the A-bomb site, and win the round with the opening frag in connector.
Yeah, and not even that.
And that's just a couple of the rounds.
Not even that. When he's not the focal point of a defense, he was on the quick rotation, you know, with the aggressive push on long that we said initially, okay, Info's not doing anything for you, but he gets the key kill on the monster defender.
So, fast molly to suppress. You actually get to see it from Forrest POV. He had the smoke ready. He wants playground. He wants it fast. But Elige, speaking of fast, he's charging. I think he got a little bit too hungry there. Chooses to back away.
Oh, he's going to be a sneaky snake around the smoke.
He thought about it long. They are charging up it, though. You can hear the sound of T-boots on grass, and that's going to be enough to spur Elige back to the site.
So, a bit more map control gain from NIP finally, but it's cost them a lot. I mean, we're not going to see a similar execute onto that A-bomb that we saw so many rounds ago. Metro trying to play diversion and hopefully force a rotation over. That's not going to happen. Stewie's there.
I mean, this is going to come down to a page of your strat book. What page of your strat book involves 2 smokes, a Molotov, and a flash?
I don't think that's a strat book NIP has.
Locked in long. Nades are there, info's there, Molotov's there, smokes, you've got nothing. Rez chooses to push through the flames, and he's managed to find a way in. Needs another one here. Naf's down low. Starts to evade, but Draken's Deagle's there, and this looks good. NIP, they have done it all off the back of a very brave Swede named Rez. They are low, though, Halvor.
And it's definitely no reason for Liquid not to go for this. They have for days.
Sport bullets can't melt steel trucks. Twists from bank. He is going to be the money man. Chooses to back away, at least in position. Oh, we're not far off. So with a quick adjustment, just the one for Twist so far. He knows where another one is. 3 stand, and the time's just not on his side. He wants to do damage, right?
Exactly. If he can get people to die, pretty much, if it's off of him, if it's off the bomb, anything will go at that point because there's just not a lot of money on the side of NIP. But luckily, they managed to salvage it. So they do go into the last round of the half with actually a better buy than what they had in the previous one. Even though Draken, does he actually have a AK dropped on the floor for him, or is he going to rock the Deagle? They do have a healthy amount of nades, though, and that's pretty key considering how much they've had struggles actually getting forward with how impressive Liquid have been with their aggressive CT side.
Yeah, I mean, it has been aggro. You've seen so much. I mean, we started with a playground push in over 90 seconds into the round from Elige. Now, they've conditioned NIP. They have to clear everything.
Yeah.
They're holding. You've shaven 30 seconds off their T side from what you've done prior.
And I think NIP have come to the realization that they need to gain this map control with as little utility as possible because they need to have that for the bomb execution. Liquid have been at the right place, at the right time, and set up crossbars.
You seen this? Draken has to just hold the angle, now keep your eyes on this. NIP have not got any map control at the 70-second mark. Now it's time to see what they choose to do with it. Elige, responsible for long. The flash will come out. He plays anti-flash. He plays it so well. Can he find the frags? That's one. It's the bomb. It's everything. The nade to chase it. Surely not. Draken, nice work from him. Predicts it.
But still, that's a bomb dropped in the middle of nowhere for NIP.
Again.
Now,
Rez.
He's actually, yeah, he can go by the party. Well, not if Nitro's ready for it. Somehow he is.
Elige, you are in a rock hard place scenario, but still manages to slither away, and Naf is there to hold the push. It's a perfect angle. Oh, and this is just, it's almost hard to watch. Certainly for anyone wearing an NIP jersey right now.
It is. Elige is just on one, even allowing Naf to finish off. There's still, well, he wants some more. Draken, well, he dodged the nade, but in the meantime, the rest of his teammates have died. And I think right now, Elige is sitting on 26 frags.
In 15 rounds. And perhaps he can find himself just one more. 10 seconds left. Draken's just cowering in a corner.
He does realize that it's the last...
You know, he's saving for the second half, right?
Oh yeah, bringing the op into the pistol.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why more people
Why don't more people do
that.
Okay. Memes aside, it's a
Yes.
tough half. And we really, I mean, it almost feels bad to giggle because this is such a sinking feeling. Yes, you're going into that CT side, but now you just, when a player is playing like this, you just feel powerless.
Yeah,
you've lost every angel you've taken against him. What do you do? That's the core concept of Counter-Strike.
Exactly, and especially with how intrusive Elige is being with this, it's not like this is happening while you're executing onto a bomb site. No, you're never getting there.
No, you're like, okay, so we've tried connector, we've tried B, we've tried A, let's try long, he's there. Oh my god, where do we go? What do we do?
Like, maybe they think their TeamSpeak is connected to the PA system or something.
Yeah.
It's like, that's why they're figuring out where to be. 177 ADR.
177.
That is just outright
Let's
dumb.
see if we can replicate this going into the T side. And if we even get a T side, it's down to the Ninjas. They will determine that one for us. Jesus. As the train swings by overhead, so do the nades. You're going to see the smoke force Lekro down. Molotov's going to obscure just a little bit of that cross from Monster. The smokes are there too. This looks great from Team Liquid. My goodness. A hurt locker. Stewie finds another one on this push. He's already managed to find two. Elige with just one. And Stewie, he's just charging into the crosshair of Rez. Rez doesn't make mistakes like that. He's willing to take that fight. Greets him with the headshot.
Stewie really wanted to get in on the action. He's had a pretty lackluster time at B because nobody's really come there. And when they do, Elige is in front of him.
Elige is looking to drop a 30 bomb in a 16-3 game.
He's one off now.
Outrageous. So much fun to watch from our perspective. So horrible to play against. And we talked about the SG, however.
Yep, here it is. Why not? If there's ever time to bust it out. 13-3 up is a pretty good time to do it.
Force to force.
Well,
NIP.
Did work out for them versus FaZe, but I think it's safe to say that Liquid are playing on a bit of a different level.
Oh, they've ascended. Elige's eyes are glowing.
Yeah, it's not just the logo. It's not just the logo that's on fire.
Yeah. Elige's mouse hand too. So, let's take stock. At the moment, investing all of their resources to try and pincer in on this toilet's position. They'll eventually crawl through underpass. Of course, let's not forget, chances are you can swing to short, but no info there. No Monster lurk, and they start to slow things down. Look at this boost. They're anticipating some force by CT aggression.
I mean, considering how they play the CT side themselves, I mean, that's only fair. Rez playing in a position that's can be tough to deal with for a T side. It's easy to forget, and they can always lead to multi-kills, but yeah, they're actually moving like, oh no. Do 180 here, come back up the stairs again. This time with 3 players though, so...
They're keeping us guessing, never mind Rez. He's got to do more than that though, he has to find a frag. Nitro, his UMP is better than yours. And Elige is there on long with the SG.
This time it's, well, once again, it's Elige making sure that Nitro doesn't die in vain. That's 30 frags to his name. Lekro, though, with a nice connection with the Deagle. We know what he can do with that.
Certainly do. Has to get more. Elige tagged up, not fragged up, and now 2 versus 3. The numbers and the weaponry heavily favoring Liquid here. They've got to do something heroic and get right. Spine to charge in. Stewie's so ready for it. Another not far away. Forest does have an armor, does have a Deagle, and does have 3 players to find it. Has to be clean. It's not. Stewie, he makes a mess, and that's 14.
14-3, utter domination. When these teams played in Katowice on this very map, the CT side entered 9-6 in favor of Liquid. Obviously, way more room to work with for NIP. Nice obviously like 12-3 deficit going into the second half. That you can't feel good about it. And yeah, NIP are just stuck in a bad place. They're gonna have to force up for the remainder of the game.
This is why ADR charts are cool. You just take a look at that one and everything we've been saying.
One of these is not like the other.
Yeah, look at Twist. He's got what, 6 frags, 20 ADR, and his team is 14-3 up. He just hasn't been tested. The CT side, his sight was bare. And when they did push his sight, Elige was killing him.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, don't worry, you can take a break this game.
Oh, and he's done it again. Starts to push in, but Forrest's quick on the deagle. That is their start down. Now, whether or not NIP can go supernova themselves, well, we'll find out.
First picked up an SG for himself now, though. Does have armor as well, so aim punch is not going to be a factor.
That death could be significant.
Really could. I have never seen Forrest use that weapon, though, but he is kind of a king at being relaxed and tapping like calmly. I mean, the Creek definitely does lend itself to that.
I think he spent most of his life putting the dot on the head and clicking. I think he will be more than fine if the challenge is given, especially given the fact that Naf rocking that SMG, but Nitro the Spearhead has the AK and it's damage, but no cigar. Down to 9. Get right with a Mag 7. That's got a very situational tag attached to it.
Could be really well in the situation he is now, though, on short. Close the distance here pretty nicely. He decides to push through.
This is looking good, especially if Rez can come around this corner at the right time. He's missing shots unlike him. Now he's got 2 into the belly button of Twists. He's looking for more, and he's ran out of bullets. Now just Draken. Newest addition to the Ninjas, I say that. Pinch of salt, of course, returning to their roster. 27 seconds as the bomb goes down. Draken has a chance to surprise. It's precise. Finds the head of Naf, now 1v1. Stewie re-aiming it. That's the AKV Scout. It's 15 for Liquid.
A valiant effort from NIP, but not enough.
Close, though.
It really was.
Wishing that first half hadn't been quite so one-sided, just to see more from the NIP CT. We haven't got to see a buy round, really, from their CT side. I'd love to see, you know, a fully bought-up CT defense, but...
This is actually as good as it's going to get for them. It's, well, 3 MP9s, a UMP, and a FAMAS. Whew. If that's the best CT buy you have throughout the game, you've known you had a rough time.
Yeah, quite indicative of the Legions' performance.
See, though, NIP decide to get aggressive. They have to close the gaps with these kind of weapons. They don't really have the benefit of the range here. How they go about doing that for us, though. He's had an idea.
If Nav doesn't check his back, I imagine he will.
He's a spawn camper.
But it's exactly what Liquid need. He hasn't even had support. Forrest, he's doing the flashbang down. Nitro. Ooh, trading though.
They know that Nav is in spawn.
Do they? Lecro forced to look elsewhere. Stewie came back to support them, and this patience from Liquid is being rewarded. Speaking of patience.
Oh, he's just going to let them go?
Draken, he's made the call.
This is smart. He doesn't have the weapon, though.
And Stewie's coming from behind. He has to get more than 1. He's going to get shot in the booty in about 3, 2, and 1. Nope, managed to get around the corner. He's really trapped now, and Stewie will finish it off. So now 2v2.
Get right. Trying to finish the lurk. Not successful. And Rez has actually left the A bomb site. He's going aggro. This is probably something Liquid won't be expecting, but he's actually going down underpass.
13 HP. I mean, this is just... It
no
feels
kit,
impossible.
No kit as well, so if the bomb goes down, immediate pressure as well.
Smoke flash for Liquid.
Liquid doing the right thing, staying grouped together. Rez is on really like a world tour right now. All the way up underpass, and well, this is going to mean a bomb plant for Liquid. They might even turn around towards B. Actually, that's where Rez is going.
15 seconds, yeah, Rez is...
That's true.
He's gambled, but the bomb will go down. He's just exercising some caution. You can't blame them.
And how do you deal with this if you're Rez? You don't have a defuse kit. Like 40 seconds from now.
Yeah, this...
And the rotation time itself is going to take quite a bit.
There's a smoke on one of your pushes. There's a molly on the other. You're on the other bomb site. This is where you start to accept your fate. Let's see how this one finishes off. Looking to reach its finale. Rez making plenty of noise. He's accepted it. So have we. It's 16-3. Liquid